is the day I am supposed to be posting this video. I'll probably post it later. It is currently 9 in the morning, which I don't usually wake up this early, but lately, since I moved in with Joe, I have been waking up at like 8:30 in the morning, when he's usually gone at work, because he's supposed to get up at like 3:30 in the morning, so, and I'm already gone by then, like asleep, so, Nova! Yeah, if you can hear hissing, that is Nova hissing at Oliver. I let him out, because he wouldn't stop begging to be let out, and despite Nova being in heat, she really does not like Oliver. She'll hiss at him and yet show off her butt to me, and I keep telling her, I'm not of your species, ma'am, nor am I male, so it's a whole thing. None of the girls in here are fixed, so I get to deal with really fun heat cycles from 2 of them. The third one, she had like 1 or 2 heat cycles, and then I haven't seen any evidence of any more, so. But today, well, right now, I'm going to be fixing the guest room. I'm going to be adjusting a few things and, putting some stuff away, making some more room, etc., etc. I'm going to see what I can do about doing that, because like most of the boxes that are in the guest room already are books that go on the bookshelves, so I might turn the guest room into a reading room / office for me once I get the bed sold and whatnot. But yeah, that is what I am going to be doing today, is organizing the guest room and little bits and pieces of the living room. So I will see you guys in a little bit then. Putting things away is gonna be a lot harder because of the way that Nova is in heat. She is striving for attention, and yeah, any attention I give her, I hate it. Just glad only one of them's in heat right now. But she won't stop doing her little back feet stompies and showing off her butt to me, even though I am clearly not of her species. So it is very difficult to do anything right now. I'm trying to hang up all of my nice or long sleeve shirts right now, because my shirt drawer is full of like hand-me-downs from my mom, from my aunt, and Nova's doing little stompies right in front of me, so I can't do anything. She's trying to prevent me from doing literally anything. This little monster. She's making it very hard to do anything right now. So I'm gonna just do what I can. And I'm gonna stop at 1 o'clock today so I can get some writing done. But like I said, it's very difficult when you've got a cat who is striving for your attention, and you're trying to fold clothes. So this is difficult, to say the least. is Thursday, April 24th. So yesterday at that last clip, I ran into a dilemma. I somehow lost one of the pegs belonging to my bookshelf that's in there. So I have to run to Walmart real quick and get some new ones, get like a little pack of new ones, and then, I also just received a notification from my library that my hold is ready. Oliver, what are you doing? He's playing with the new blinds I had set up the other day. Nova! And Nova just went up and hissed at him. So, luckily I did read the thing that said they were pet safe, so all he's doing is just playing with the handle that's on the blinds. So we have that. But anyway, I just got a notification saying that my hold is ready for pickup at the library, so hooray! I'm not done with Under the Dragon Moon, so I am like 28 pages in now, as of last night, because I like to read these books on my breaks while at work. It kind of gives me something to do. So I might put it on hold, or I will try and read 2 books at once, but I can only check out a book from the library for 28 days at max. I think I can only renew once, at least a physical book, because I've renewed the audiobook to Brysinger like 3 times now. So I need to finish that. I need to finish Brysinger, I need to finish Under the Dragon Moon, and I need to start reading the Cleric Quintet by R.A. Salvatore. It is well over 1,000 pages long. I think it's like 1,100-ish, give or take a few. So that's going to be one of the biggest books I've read, because I am reading the Forgotten Realms series, and it's like easily 48, almost 50 books long. So, and I've already read the first 6. So we are going to the store first, and then I'm gonna head down to the library to go get my book. So this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I have my shelf fasteners, or whatever they're called, the shelving pins. I have those now. I'm hoping they fit, otherwise I might have to go to Home Depot. There's not that many places where you can get hardware and stuff like that, so there's either Walmart or Home Depot. So if they don't fit in the holes, because they seem awfully small, I'm hoping they fit. But if they don't, I might have to run down to Home Depot and see what I can find. See if I can find anything. I think I have the Home Depot app. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Now, it is on to the library. I'm pretty sure they're open by now. I think they open at like 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, which it is 8:49. I will have to double check on the hours. So
we will see about that as well. Until then, we'll see you guys here in a little bit.
So I did a double check on the library. Yes, they open at 9. It's currently like 9:30. I sat in my car for like half an hour, scrolling through TikTok, to be honest. Yeah, these don't fit. So I just tried to do like a little like a moment of truth thing, and it's too big. So, yay, and I don't want to risk making the hole any bigger, because I don't want to do that. So we are gonna go to Home Depot to see if I can find anything. I'll probably take a peg with me just so I can freaking find one that actually works for the holes I'm trying to fill. So we'll go to Home Depot and then we'll go to the library. So hooray! living room. Hello friends! It is currently Saturday, April 26th. I say the date because I never filmed yesterday. I was busy doing other stuff. I was going to put the bed back together today, but unfortunately I got called in. So I quickly changed and then I did the dishes at the house. Well, redid dishes at the house because his dishwasher is a lot smaller than my older one, or than my other one was. So I can't really pack things in there. So whenever I cook, I have to do like multiple loads of dishes. So that's really disappointing. But I am currently walking to work because now I have an opportunity to walk both ways, to and from. So I'm currently walking to work because it is a noon to 5:30 shift, so I'm not closing tonight. And a wheel bearing might be off on my vehicle, so I don't think it's a wise choice for me to drive right now. So I was planning on staying home and doing that, but life had other plans, and my boss called me in today from noon to 5:30. So that is what I am doing. I am trying my hardest. The move didn't impact my finances all that much. So I should be good so long as I keep up with a budget and all that. So yay. Currently still developing all the stuff that's for my writing. I'm still developing characters and whatnot. And some of you may know that I was handwriting a snippet of Hushide meeting Razumi. So I currently have that going for me. And they are fleshed out a little bit more. Especially Hushide. I'm still kind of getting the hang of his character. Because there's only so much character development that you can do when you're outlining. So when you get to handwriting a snippet, that's when the real challenge is to figure out your character. And luckily, writing snippets is the best place to figure that out, because then you get to experiment a little bit. And it was basically like a couple scenes where and I now have a 5th character. I have a few more characters. You have Astaria, who accompanied Hushide on the journey to Trucia, which is the capital. I kind of based it off of the word truce, so except it's spelled with a Z, so it's spelled Truzia. So it'll be fun. I think I will put the bed together after I get home from work, but we'll see. I mean, at the very least, I will finish unpacking the rest of the house, especially the kitchen area, because I got some stuff that goes back into the room, the guest room, that I need to fix. And then I need to find more of my binders, which I think are still in the closet for the guest room. But I will have to see. I will have to see what is going on when I get back home. So, with that, I will see you guys much later. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Alrighty. I am back home. All of the cats are out of the guest room, which is where I'm at right now. And now it's time to put the bed together. There might be a little bit of a skip because my boyfriend's showing up with groceries and whatnot. So, I will see you guys in a hot second. finally Monday, April 28th. I get paid this week. So today I am going to be unpacking the rest of the kitchen, which would just include this. So I get to unpack that box. I have to pull everything out of that box, except for that one, I don't know. This one is like all the stuff that went either in the junk drawer or like in a spare cabinet, which I don't have. So, I need to find something. So I need to find a spare cabinet. I'm probably gonna put them above the fridge, in the cabinet above the fridge, but I have to move everything else out of the way. So, we will do that. Sorry if you hear any meowing in the background. That is Oliver in his bedroom. He wants out. So, I might let him out, and I will check on the status of the guest room. And then Wednesday I will have to take apart the bed because I sold it. So I will be doing that on Wednesday. I'll be unpacking the kitchen today, and I will see what I can do tomorrow. So see you in a little bit.